Okay, low and reverse is cleaned up and I'm ready to assemble it. I've got my piston here ready to go. I'm going to choose some seals for it. They're the old crusty seals from this transmission that was in a lake. I'm going to take it over here to my seal kit, which I've opened up. I've sort of kind of laid out all the seals. Like I can tell that's for the pump, I can tell that's for the center support, and I can tell that's for direct. Now the rest of all these, I'm going to have to sift them and figure out where they go. Just quickly looking, I'm probably going to use that one and probably that one, but I'm going to confirm that. Some of them are real self-explanatory, but you got to be careful because a lot of these are similar. Similar doesn't work. Similar will get you in trouble. Here's my definition of similar. These two seals are very close. So if I take this seal and stick it in the piston, it's similar, but that tells me it doesn't fit. It pulls right out. So there is a way, but you have to be able to see it. There are numbers on these seals, and they are very small, and I don't know about most of you guys, but my eyes are not what they used to be. But the number's right there. Okay, ends in 8246. So I'll walk over to this one here, which I've already done, which is the original one that comes off of it, and 8246. So that's a surefire way of knowing you got the right seal. I've also got my handy dandy chart somewhere around here from Richard Clark. I'll have to pull that out, and that helps you do the same thing. So I'm going to match the numbers up, and I'm going to put this piston in this housing. These seals only go on one way, and if you look at the piston, you see one edge is high, other end is low. Well, the seal has a lip. The lip always faces away from the tallest point. So that is how it should look before it goes in. Same on the inside. The lip, right here, the lip, faces away from the tallest part of the piston. Now that everything's all lubed up gently with Transgel, it doesn't take a lot, or Vaseline or ATF. I've got my seal protector installed. These are readily available on eBay since not many people are crazy like us and build these transmissions anymore. And then the Lip Wizard, which comes in most kits. And this piston will slide down in there with very minimal effort. But I need two hands. Okay, now that it's in, just a quick little spin with my fingernail there shows me that the seal is not rolled, pinched, or cut, because if it was, it would not spin that freely in the drum. Now it's time to put these buddies back together and snap it together and air check it. Alright, now it's all together. Snap rings on, no special tool, it goes right on, and a little air check. I am just blipping this gun. I'm not blowing 125 pounds of shop air on this. It works good. I'm happy. It's really not that hard. All the rest of the drums in this transmission are done the exact same way. Some of them use these seal protectors, some of them don't. A lot of it is a feel thing. You know, you have your forward drum, which is kind of a pain in the butt to get that out of there, but I can do it. Then you have your direct drum, which has the same thing inside there. You have your overrun, which I've already taken apart and I don't know where I put it. I guess I'll have to go dig that out of my stash. And then you have your center support, which is a little different. Your center support has two seals in there. I like to leave the old seals on it until I change them, just so I don't mix them up. And this one it just pushes right in, literally. The lips face to the bottom, and you lube it up and you push it down, and it goes right in. But if you leave all the seals with the drum and do them one at a time, you can do that. It makes it easier. Take it from me. I've done a lot of these transmissions. I still do it that way. It saves me time. Time is money. You know, productivity is everything when you're trying to make money building something, but even when you're trying to do something right, for your first time or your 100th time, following the same steps that have got you success will continue to lead you to have success. You know, it's kind of basic and it's kind of mundane, but this is how you build sub-assemblies. Most automatic transmissions are the same. You know, there are some fancy seal protectors and seal installers, and some transmissions you need them, some transmissions you don't. It just depends. It's nice to have them. It makes it easier, especially if you can find them cheap on eBay, like I do. You just have to be patient and look for them. But if you don't find them, you can either get it done, or you can go to a transmission shop and they'll happily do it for you. But there you go. Low reverse is assembled. Time to build the low reverse assembly on a sun shell. And while we're talking about sun shells, this is a good building fixture for the low reverse assembly. I can tell you that these are hardened sun shells because there's no wear on the tangs. Where the wear is in the direct drum, which this one is pretty much trash. It's just a fixture there. So I will assemble the low reverse assembly and get a thrust and set the thrust up, and then I will stuff it in the case. More to come.